Hey guys, it's me, Lil Potato, and today I'm gonna be doing a speed CAS video for the Realm of Magic townies. And you might be wondering why I sound like an alien at the moment. This is a Halloween special video, so I stuffed my nose just to sound like an alien for Halloween, just to get that spirit. It's all about the spirit, guys. But all jokes aside, I'm just sick.
Where?
And I thought you guys could handle like a 20 minutes video of me speaking in this voice, right? Even though I'm probably gonna choke in the middle of it. I cannot hear myself properly because when I speak, it just sounds like I'm freaking trapped inside a cave. But I don't know how you guys will hear it. I guess I'll hear it while I'm editing the video. To start this Realm of Magic townie makeover, which the reason why I'm doing this right now is because I recently got the pack and I never got around to remaking its townie, so now is the time. The first household that I'm gonna be discussing in this video is the Charm household, and their description is: the Charm family has produced generations of distinguished spellcasters as Minerva overminds her children. Gemma resents her family's high expectations even though she secretly wants to make them proud. Daryl is an aspiring duelist who just got engaged to Emilia, which are the next two sims that I'm gonna be doing. Emilia is a newly ascended spellcaster who has a lot to live up to. So basically, the Charm family is much more experienced than Emilia, but she's getting around to it. Oh, and before I forget, I'm gonna be putting the results at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that, or you can just skip to it. I have a timeline for that. But if you want to see the process and hear me yap about it in my little sick alien voice, you can if you want to. Currently, I'm doing Gemma Charm, and if I'm gonna be honest, like objectively honest, I think I popped off. I know I'm being very objective right now, like you guys know how objective I can get. When I'm doing makeovers, I try to keep the essence of the sim, not the face or how their appearance looks. In this townie makeover, I changed a lot of their facial features and focused more on their essence and my aesthetic pleasure, because the townies needed some work around their faces, and if I'm gonna be honest, because I have a very definitive style for creating sims and their faces, and when they're not in the proportions that I want them to be in, even though it's not realistic to have every sim have similar proportions around their face area, I enjoy seeing sims that look more cartoonish and have more of a baby face. And also, are you seeing the formal dress that she is currently wearing right now? When I first saw that, I went crazy because that's the formal outfit that Gemma Charm had originally. I didn't pick that, I didn't change that. When I switched to that from her like everyday outfit, I was shook. Like, I did not expect it, but I thought it had like a nice contrast to her overall style, so I thought I would go with it, and I kind of accessorized around it and didn't change much of the outfit itself. And for her sleepwear, I went with a cozy like cardigan over her sleepwear, which I thought looked adorable. For her party wear, I went with like a witchy vibe because, you know, she is a spellcaster, and I tried to preserve her overall style throughout the whole greatest sim of her. I think she took me about like half an hour, probably one of the longer ones, but even though she is one of my favorites, she's not my favorite one out in this video. Also, the white eyeshadow, oh my god, when I first tried that on her, I was like, this is staying. This is 100,000% staying on her, because why is it slay? It gives like gothic vibes for some reason. I don't know, I might be delusional about this. Oh, and also I tried to keep her face paint with the stars and like the glittery, the astral sky stars and etc. Because in her original self, she had them on nearly in every outfit, so I thought, okay, I'll just keep that. And also the hair that I picked out, I feel like suits her so much better than the hair that she had, and still has the same energy as before. And yeah, that's about it for Gemma. I want to blow my nose so bad, so I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm not gonna keep this in. I'm saying this right now. Okay, editor me, don't find this funny, don't keep it in because I'm blowing my fucking nose. The pleasure of hearing this sound is only reserved to my family and my roomies, okay? Anyone other than that aren't holy enough to hear this sound. where should I start? This sim was hard to look at first, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, looking at him gave me an aneurysm because of how the proportions of his face was all wrong. In the end, I did like completely revamp his whole look. But aside from that, he is the brother of Gemma Charm, which we just did, but I'm guessing older. I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I know nothing about Sims 4 lore other than like the Calientes and the Goths. Oh, and there was some like, who was it? Kim Spencer Lewis or some other household like that. They are supposed to have one more member in their household, and there's like an empty room for that person, but the person doesn't exist. So that's creepy. I found that out from like a short video. Anyway, while I was creating Daryl, I was kind of going for the hippie slash hobo vibe and you know, combining those two with his witchy charm. His outfits came out okay. They're not like anything statement worthy, but they came out okay. Moving on to Daryl's fiance, who is called Emilia. She kind of had like a preppy style, and I tried to preserve that preppy style, but you know, I went for more of a cutesy, I don't know any other word to describe her look at first, but then I converted back to her preppy roots, I guess. And the hair, this short hair that I'm using on her right now, I feel like looks so cute on her. And she just has this very innocent, cutesy overall vibe to her, which I really liked. And since she's like a starter witch and is not very experienced in spellcasting, I didn't really lean into the spellcaster vibe with her. I thought she would be more on the side of a human rather than the spellcaster, because she's just starting up with her, you know, spellcaster gig. I want to talk about the drama that's going on in the internet right now about Beyonce and P. Diddy and Jay-Z. First of all, I did not know who P. Diddy was before this whole drama kind of blew up the internet, because I was like, P. Diddy who? And apparently he's a multi-billionaire. Apparently he's a rapper or a hip-hop genre, somewhere along the line of that, and he did some very shady things. The internet is currently kind of speculating that he and Beyonce and probably possibly Jay-Z planned Aaliyah, Left Eye, and Michael Jackson's deaths, because all of them kind of died mysteriously. Their deaths were mysterious in a way that not everything was adding up with the explanations that were given to us after their deaths, and all of them died at the 25th. And that's kind of crazy, and people are like linking it to the She Knows song from J. Cole, which is blowing up right now, and a lot of popular names are getting thrown around as people in P. Diddy's exclusive parties, and I feel like some of the names on that list aren't supposed to be seen as accomplices but more like victims, because not all of them, but for me I feel like Rihanna is more of a victim in that scenario rather than a co-accomplice, because I watched some of her interviews. By the way, I'm like a hardcore Rihanna fan, so I'm not being objective at the moment, but I know for a fact one of her earlier interviews she was so obsessed and in love with Beyonce, and after she met her interviews about her, like the way she talked about her completely changed. She would still say positive things, don't get me wrong, it felt like more forced and that she had to say them, because if she didn't she would be in danger. Even like keeping that in mind, she was one of the few people that kind of stood up to Beyonce, maybe because she had some power backing her, I don't know, but I feel like she should not be condemned to whatever treatment Beyonce is getting right now, because she is on a different level than us. She has kids, she has a whole ass family. I don't want them to be dragged into the scandal, and this is probably gonna be a complete 180. I'm gonna speak about the sim that I'm currently making right now, and this is Grace Anansi. She is from the household of the Amicable Acolytes, and the description of the household says, Grace and Tomex have been roommates ever since they first became spellcasters. They have day jobs, but magic is their main focus, and they've got a friendly competition going on to see who will become an adept spellcaster first. But I gotta say, Grace Anansi is one of the, maybe the most beautiful sim that I have ever created. I feel like she's just drop dead gorgeous. I want to play her as my main sim in a series. gorgeous. Cause I mean, look at her. I think I did like an amazing job of kind of keeping her essence of romantic, playful, and non-committal. Cause throughout her outfits, she does has this tomboy slash girly charm combined together. I don't know, I feel like she's the epitome of feminine charm. I have nothing else to say other than she's gorgeous. She's absolutely freaking gorgeous. I mean, her roommate is one lucky man, I gotta say. All her outfits kind of came out looking spectacular. I'm really proud of this one, and throughout her whole outfits I kind of created this simplistic but elegant style. Like sometimes she would just go basic with her outfits, but when it's needed, like in her formal or party wear, she has the potential to go like classy and not stay basic. And I always try to keep motifs like the sun, the stars, and the moon kind of in her accessories throughout her whole look. I think I'm in love with a sim. That's not healthy, like at all, but she's so gorgeous. She makes me want to turn gay. But she came out so gorgeous. I know I said this like a bazillion times, but like, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Because what I'm seeing is an independent, strong woman. And the next sim that I gave a makeover to is called Thomas Colette. He is the roommate of Grace, which I just made, and I kind of kept most of his features unlike the rest of the makeovers that I did, other than probably Mariana. I don't remember the elderly woman's name, but I feel like he has more of like an Iraqi vibe. I don't know if that's like the right way to describe it, but I got the impression that he was more of a loner. I mean, his traits literally say self-assured, loves outdoors, and loner, so I went with more of a broody look and try to mix in some elements of his previous outfits, existing outfits. I sometimes didn't even change like the top or bottom and just try to, work around it, because I thought his outfits were probably like one of the better ones. Okay, other than this one, other than the party wear, like what was those pink tights? I don't know why they did him like that, and the glasses that came with that outfit, it's just a pure monstrosity. Other than that, I kind of just like went with a sleek and masculine fashion, and I went back and changed his whole everyday outfit because I didn't like the one that I gave him at first. So that's about it for Thomas Colette, I guess.